Hello everyone, welcome to the final of the 2022 Retro Gamer Quiz. Not only is it the quiz final, but it is also the final quiz for myself. So please remember to watch to the end because the new host will be joining us, fingers crossed. If he isn't, then I've got a little video to play explaining what's going to happen this year, because we are running a little bit late. I've had some health issues. Then I had to go and work in the middle of nowhere where the internet was a thing of the future. So eventually we got today's date, and yeah, really glad you can join me. I've got five. Well, the deuce of the cream rises to the top, and I've got five super duper contestants tonight. I think it's going to be a real close quiz. It's just going to be the usual format. With all five of these lads fighting each other to the end. We've got the pixelated round. We've got general knowledge. We've got, I should know this by now, we've got the music round, which I think is going to be okay. I've tried to be as easy as I can on the lads. And we'll finish off with the box art round. And we have got a couple of tiebreak questions at the end if they're needed. And even if they're not, I'm still going to ask them anyway. So you guys in the chat can see if you can answer them ones as well. Just a little reminder, of course, please don't put the answers in while we're doing the quiz. Right after the end, when we've asked all the questions, we've watched all the videos, when we go through them with the guys, then feel free to fire on and put the answers in. But yeah, just not while we're doing the actual quiz part itself, because it just kind of spoils it for everyone. So if you can't do that, that would be amazing. And well, let's crack on with our first guest. And we have Dylan, HyperTrigger Ex.
Yo.
Well done, mate. You actually did make it to the final.
Yes. It was touch and go. But yeah, really happy to be here. Sorry to see you're not doing it anymore, but you know what I mean? Looking forward to the new host.
To be fair, how can I put this? I asked for people to come forward if they felt like doing the quiz. Only one person did. So he's I mean, the alternative was the quiz would finish and I'd maybe do one or two a year, like a special or something like this. Yeah. But I really feel like the quiz kind of, well, hopefully it like kind of spans any disagreements in the community. Do you know what I mean? We can put that behind us and let's just talk retro and have a quiz and have some fun. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's done that, and I'm glad that that's going to continue. So
yeah, no, it's good. You know what I mean? It's kind of taken on a life of its own. I think a little bit. You know, it's come bigger than what it may be. You know what I mean? It's just grown, which is good to see. You know,
it has, and of course, I hope that really helps the next guy grow his channel, because it definitely helped me, I would say. But just unfortunately, you know, time, kids, life, work, all of them have to come before YouTube, and exactly. Something's got to bite the bullet somewhere, and it was the quiz, because I enjoy making my videos, you know what I mean? It's my hobby, so, and I need my hobby, or I'll go absolutely nuts.
Yeah, awesome.
So next we're going to add in to the stream is Cyber Snake. Now, normally I call him Cyber Snake 7, but we all know that I have a problem with the number 7, so I'll just be calling you Jay tonight, if that's okay.
Absolutely fine, mate. No
Welcome
problem.
Back, mate.
And to be honest, I'm actually quite glad I'm here, because I never expected to be here, to be honest, because there's been that many changes in the dates, and I thought, no, this ain't going to happen. But thankfully, I managed to make the last ever quiz, which I'm very, very happy to be here, thankfully.
And this was the last day that you could make it, right? Because you're going back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, tonight is it. I'm back to work tomorrow, so I'd have been out, unfortunately, if you couldn't have made it tonight. So I'm very, very lucky. Everybody managed to come together tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, same. As I say, there's been that's the thing with there being 6 of us. You know, it's quite hard to get a date and that sort, and especially when you've got me dropping out. Like, obviously, it's not going to happen, you know. So, but yeah, I've had these questions burning a hole in my iPad for like at least a month now. So, looking forward to testing you. Looking forward to testing it tonight, Jay. Feeling confident?
To be honest, I'm up against some stiff competition. So, you know, wherever I get, I didn't expect to be actually in the final. So I'm quite happy either way, to be honest with you, just to be here.
I'm glad you made it, mate. And I'm loving the Dragon's Lair arcade in the
Oh
background.
yeah,
Man. That's,
I've had a move around. I put that at the back, and my Star Wars was there a couple of days ago. Just having a change around. So
very sexy, mate. Looks.
thank you very much.
Next, we're going to add in the current reigning champion, Scott Sega Zombie. I think he's raised the benchmark of the levels that you're going to have to try and beat to win the quiz. Let's see what he's got to say. Hello, Scott.
Are you all right?
I'm absolutely fine, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. It's been a different Christmas this year. Been ill. I think a lot of us have been ill, haven't we? Yeah, so it's been a bit of a different one. Up and down, but got through it. 2023, new year. Can't wait.
Exactly, mate. We'll see if you can get that off to a positive start. I'm pretty sure.
Definitely.
Well, I don't know. These questions, I've tried to span them as much across different consoles, genre. I've tried to mix it up as much as possible. What can I say? I mean, last year, the format was different, and you were pretty much unbeatable. I think that's pretty much why we had to change it up this year to a bit more of a league format, just to give everyone else a chance. To give me a chance, so I didn't have to think of solid questions, every week. And I think it did work out. But obviously, with starting a new job, it just meant I had less time to do the quiz. So the quizzes have just got less and less and less as the year has went on. But I'm glad we've made it to the final. I'm glad we're going to get this final done. A little bit emotional with it being the last one, but all good things come to an end. Next, I'm going to add a guy who was actually part of the inaugural very, very first Retro Gamer Quiz. Before it was actually the Retro Gamer Quiz, it took part on a stream that myself, him, and Danny Harrison was doing. And it seemed to go all right. So that's why the Retro Quiz started. So a little bit of thanks to Jim. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sat here now. So it's all your fault. Hello, Jim.
Hello. I think this is it my fourth turnout in the quiz. I think I've been beat by Scott. I think maybe once, maybe twice. I've been beat by Lee, and then against Danny. It's my third and my fourth one, anyway.
Yeah, it could be the fourth. Yeah, it could be the fourth. But I think altogether we've done, I think it's 25 or 26, something like that, which is a lot of questions. I have looked back through them all and maybe thought about making, some sort of like a montage thing. But yeah, I just couldn't be asked. So I thought we'd just enjoy Christmas with my family while spewing up everywhere all the time. That's it.
Fair.
Way more fun. Way more fun to me. So last but certainly not least, and we've kept them last for a reason. It's one, so that all of you guys can get a word in, and two, he does actually probably surpass me at talking. He needs no more. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about now. It is, of course, the Retro Chef.
1 minute, Martin. Yeah, I know he's bang out of order. He's a right cunt. He's put the fucking quiz on the
No!
He's put it on the Monday Night Retro. I can't believe he's done it. And I got to go, mate. I'm live. Thanks. Sorry, that was Martin, the Hobby Lodge. He was going mad about you put this quiz on tonight, and he's meant to be Monday Night Retro.
Well, do you know what?
Filth.
Never mind. How are you doing, Chef?
Well, good, mate. Very well.
Obviously, you're feeling extremely confident of winning, but how are you actually feeling?
Well, normally I feel with my hands. I'm good. I've got a candle. I'm trying to keep it festive. I've got marshmallow cider.
Nice.
I've got some sort of Blondie Millionaire Ganache chocolate bar. I'm feeling pretty good, mate, to be honest. I ain't even got a pen. I'm just going to tell you the answers as we go along.
Sweet, mate, sweet. Well, try not to make it look like I've already told you the answers, right? Is everyone having a drink tonight? I am on the classic chalice of Rioja.
Oh.
For the last one, I thought, I've got to make an effort. It's the first drink I've had this year.
There's a rumour going around, mate. It's actually Ribena, and you're pretending to drink alcohol.
Look, it's there. It's there.
No,
It's
but apparently that's the same bottle, and you're just funneling in Ribena. I don't know. Jim told me.
How
Jim
dare
told
you?
me.
How dare they? How dare they? Who's this they anyway?
Jim.
I'm calling people out this year, so I want to know who it is.
It was Jim. It was Jim. Jim told me.
Yeah, it sounds about right. He's got one of those faces. Oh. So, lads, as I was saying off air, this is just going to be a normal, standard set out of questions. We've got the 5 pixelated, the 10 general knowledge, the 5 music, the 10 box art, and we've got a couple of tidbit questions at the end if we need them. But we've been pretty much guaranteed by Lee saying we definitely don't need them. But I think that's all the introductions complete. Is everyone got a pen and paper? Fantastic. Lee, have you got all of your internet turned off? Not all of it, obviously, not the one that you're on. But your watch, your phone, Dory.
She's in the other room, mate. She's in the other room. She's already called me. She's already been swearing. So, hey ho.
Really? Your parrot swears? I wouldn't have thought that.
I know, filth in it. I
Why?
don't know where she gets the fucking language from. I don't know, but
Oh, it's going to be one of them streams tonight, isn't it? You're just going to be swearing as much as possible. I tell you what, just before we do the first round, let's have a quick look just through to see who is in the chat. There's quite a few, so in fact, wow, there is a lot. So first we had Rock and Roller. Trev, good to see you, mate. Glad you made it that.
I don't even think he's here.
This morning. Yeah, he's probably missed it now.
He's probably sleeping.
16 bits and bobs. Good to see you, mate. We do have a Super Jimtendo. And then we have Dudley of Yesterzine.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, mate. Good to see you. One of Jimtendo's friends, I believe. Then we have Alex, U-Star Gamer. Good there that you didn't get stuck on the M25 and that you managed to make it. Pixel Plug. I'm having serious problems with my mouse. That's not what he's saying. That's what I'm saying. Glad you can make it as well. Nerdy Geezer. Looking forward to this. Scott, Marathon Gamer. Good to see you, mate. We've got Mark. All right, lads. All right, Mark. Good to see you, mate. We've got a certain HyperTrigger Ex. Good to see you, Dylan.
I'm on a stream with Dylan. Maybe.
We've got Hobby Lodge. We've got Martin Hobby Lodge. Good to see you.
I can't believe his day. He was fuming on the phone. Fuming.
Oh, he will be. He'll be raging. But he won't say it. He won't say it because he's that nice of a chap. We have got Tetley, who is now called ZX Tetley. That's because he likes the ZX Spectrum, and he's just started his channel. Well, he hasn't just started his channel, but he's just started doing retro content.
Yeah.
So please go along, check him out. He loves his ZX Spectrum, but don't count that against him. He's a really nice guy. Just joking. I can see Scott. Look at the disgusting Scott's
Tell
face.
you what, that's it. I had enough. I'm going home.
We've got Sega Zombie. We've got Rollercore Eddie. I was just talking about Eddie's games room, but I heard it might be changing. I've heard that he's changing his collecting. He's into his arcades now. So
yeah, he's sold up a lot of his stuff and bought arcade cabs.
We've got Not Gamer. He's managed to pull himself away from watching Red Dwarf for a little bit. Good you could join us, mate. Quickly just scanning through these. I think everyone's just getting the crack. We've got Stewie, previous contestant as well. Good to see you, mate. I'm glad you could join us. We've got Sai, who's never been on the quiz. Whether he'll ever make it now, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like me. He wants to go on with the next guy. Personally, I think that could be the case. La 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 la. Right, and everyone else. Oh, we've got Ross. Bahaha. Glad you could join us, mate. Good to see you. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and New Year. And I hope someone bought you some retro. We've got the winner of last year's quiz special, Larry Bundy. Good to see you, Larry.
Yes, Larry.
I felt really bad because when I was on the Sega Sessions quiz, Larry put him on the post on Facebook. Have I upset someone? I didn't get invited to the quiz, but that wasn't my quiz. We didn't have a special this year because the winner who you would have went up against, we won't find out who that is until tonight, and this is my last one. So I don't know. Maybe we can sort something else out, or maybe you could go on the new guys quiz, and that would be a real confidence boost for him. It really would. That would be pretty awesome. We have got Ink Northerner. Paul, good to see you, mate. And we've got Rock and Roller. He did make it.
Hey.
I hope you're feeling a bit better, mate. I did see Big Al's stream. You didn't look too well there, to be fair. Look, try the red wine instead, mate. The whiskey, I don't drink whiskey anymore, so I moved on to the red wine. It's a lot better for you. Quickly going through, I think that's everyone just having a bit crack. We've got Rachel Higgins. Jim sent me. This better be good. Well, this might not be that great, but the lads will do good. I'm quitting after this. That's what I think of this quiz. Who are you pointing at?
And I'm just sign language.
Who are you abusing? Okay, guys, right. We're going to crack on with the first round. Remember, everyone at home, please keep the answers out the chat, but more than welcome to play along. Get yourself a pen, piece of paper, write them down. We'll go through all the answers again at the end, where I'm more than happy for you to bang the answers in the chat. Right, and breathe. Whew, okay. This is 5 pixelated pictures of 5 different games. All you have to do is name the game. I'm not interested in the game specifically, but as long as you get the right one. So say, for instance, it's Resident Evil 2. If you say Resident Evil, I'm quite happy with that. It doesn't have to be the specific one, as long as it's the right, series of games. So on that note, let's do it. Good luck.
Love you all.
Love you. Right, guys. The only thing I'm going to ask is, did anyone get anything for number 4?
No.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
No.
That was a bit of a stinker. But well done if you got number 4. There's Larry there saying, if you squint your eyes, they're 40. Don't tell them that. But it's true. I must admit, even when I'm watching and I know what they are, I'm going like this.
Easy.
Just to see how easy they are. Yeah, there was a couple of difficult ones in there, but what we're seeing in the chat, Ross Bahaha never appeared on the quiz. Thinks he got all of them.
He should if he's getting all the answers.
Hey,
get on, fella.
Well, maybe with the next guy. Rock and Roller got 2. 8-Bit Rich, good to see you. She's got 1. I wonder which one that one was. Yeah, I think I know which one that one was. Okay, guys, we'll move on. We'll swiftly move on because we've got a lot of answers to get through once we get this done. To the general knowledge round. 10 questions. If there's any of them are not a one word or like a 1 point answer, then I'll let you know as we ask the question. Just But anyway, we'll come to that. So, question number 1 is this. Debuting on the Amiga in 1992 as a rival to Sonic the Hedgehog, which character was the ninja of the nth dimension?
Oh, fucking hell.
Don't get too cocky just yet.
I thought that was going to be rubbish, that first question. I thought that was going to be a shitter.
No, not yet. I always ease you in gently. Not like on the Sega. What was it?
Sega session.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's the hardest quiz I've ever. Well, it's the hardest quiz that I've ever taken part in, or ever been involved in. It was solid, but I'm just glad I didn't come last. Thank God for Gashead Steve. That's all I can say. He took one for the team, man. Took one for the team. He really did. Right, question 2. How many rows of aliens appear in a wave of space invaders?
Oh, fucking hell. Does it have to be exact?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Good question.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
How many rows of aliens appear in a wave of space invaders?
Okay.
Everyone got something down for number 2?
Yep.
Yeah? Brilliant. Okay, number 3. Jacqueline Natler was the main antagonist in which iconic 1996 action platformer? Now, if anyone doesn't know what antagonist is, it's the bad guy or girl. Jacqueline Natler was the main antagonist in which iconic 1996 action platformer?
Can we have more pixel rounds, please?
Paul, can you repeat that again, please?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so Jacqueline Natler was the main antagonist in which iconic 1996 action platformer?
God, if you at least said the console, we might have been a bit easy, but I'm a bit away, I guess.
If I said the console, you'd probably get it. It's not quite an iconic
Dylan
game.
wouldn't, because Dylan don't play any bloody games. Pure guess.
Action platform.
You got something down, Lee? Go
Um,
on, you've got to have a guess, Jay. Just stick something down.
Action platformer.
Action platformer.
Platformers are there?
Well,
Yeah,
in 1996, there was one really, really good one. You definitely know it, and I can pretty much guarantee you've played it.
Yeah. I'll think about it while I'm actually doing
Okay,
some-
no worries. Well, that's no worries. We can always come back to it. Number 4. Whose experiments with a time machine kick off the events in Command & Conquer Red Alert?
Oh.
No idea.
What was that? Say it again, Paul?
Whose experiment with a time machine kicks off the events of Command & Conquer Red Alert?
Never played a Command and Conquer
Never
game.
played it.
Nah, Snap.
Oh,
Well,
cannot remember.
just think of someone in history who does experiments. It's a real person.
Ah, okay.
Well, it's not that one I've just written down.
Whose experiments with a time machine kick off the events of Command & Conquer Red Alert?
Just get from mad answer.
Come on, man.
Okay, guys?
Yep.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Number 5. What are the inputs for the Konami code?
Inputs for what?
The Konami code.
No code.
It's a secret code that loads of Konami games use,
Don't know.
like a cheat code.
Frickin' hell. No idea.
I don't know, but I know it's quite famous, but I don't know what it is. But no.
Give it a go.
So what do you input like into the joypad for the Konami code? It normally brings up like a cheat menu or something like that.
Christ.
Oh, I told you they were going to get a bit harder. Okay, everyone got something down? No rush. I definitely need some music. Apparently, you put music in the background now on the StreamYard.
Just sing for us. It's fine.
What do you want me to sing?
Yeah, hum.
What'd you call me?
Anyone know what TV show that's off? A song called
Don't know, but I'll be screen grabbing your face later.
Well, there's a change. That's my job. That's Red Dwarf, by the way. It's
Oh, look, Nerdy Geezer's got it.
Yay!
Yeah,
Glad someone's on
Obviously.
the right page. The song. 3 in a row. Right. Number 6. How many Colossi is Wanderer tasked with defeating in Shadow of the Colossus? So in Shadow of the Colossus, the game, how many Colossus does Wanderer have to destroy?
Did this quiz get harder, or is it just?
This is bullshit.
It's the final, man. Come on, it's the final. Can I just be punting out the usual?
Your exact words was, "Yeah, I can't do your accent, so yeah, I've taken the questions from all the other streams."
That's
No,
a pretty,
no, that's
pretty good
not what I
accent,
said.
that, to be honest. Yeah, pretty good.
That's what I heard.
I said the music round is purely made up of music that people are getting right, genuinely. Generally.
That wasn't even a sentence.
Yes.
Hey, I'm from the Northeast. I'm not going to start learning English now. It's too late for that, especially living in Scotland. No offense to anyone who's watching in Scotland. But they'll come and beat me up. So, number 6. How many Colossi is Wanderer tasked with defeating in Shadow of the Colossus? Has everyone got a number?
It's another game I've never played. You're picking
Amazing.
questions on games I've never played.
It's brilliant. The music's excellent. Larry Bundy's saying Colossi. Colossi. Yeah, Colossi.
Colossi.
Colossi. Yeah. I just rephrased it so because I didn't know that. So I thought I just assume everyone else is as daft as me. Right, guys, here we go. We're going to get number 7. Number 7. Developed by Rare, which side-scrolling beat-em-up was released in 1991 in response to the popularity of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Developed by Rare, which side-scrolling beat-em-up game was released in 1991 in response to the popularity of the Teenage Mutant Ninja, or Hero, if you're that way inclined, Turtles?
Finally, one I've fucking played and know.
Number 8. Everyone got number 7?
Yep. Don't show off. Keep
Number
saying
8.
7.
Introduced in Mario Kart 64 and a staple of the series ever since, which controversial projectile targets the race leader? I'll try and spit that out again. Introduced in Mario Kart 64 and a staple of the series ever since, which controversial projectile targets the race leader? Okay, guys?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take a sip, give you an extra few seconds. Okay, number 9. In the multiplayer for Nintendo 64's classic GoldenEye 007, which weapon is famed for its ability to defeat an opponent with a single shot?
God.
Pure guess. Very Nintendo heavy, this feels.
Good.
Ah.
Only 2. Only the Konami, but Konami did
Konami
stuff
as
out for
well,
PlayStation as well.
Konami's on all sorts.
Yeah.
True.
This next one's definitely not a Nintendo question.
Ooh.
It's about one of my favorite games. In Theme Hospital, who do sufferers of the disease King Complex impersonate? It's taking me all my strength not to do it right now.
You've not had enough whiskies.
If I'd had whiskies, I'd be telling you all to fuck off by now. Anyway, I turn into a complete twat on whiskey. I thought I may as well just swear, seeing as I think we're after about 3 minutes in, we had the first cunt. So let's just crack on.
I said count.
I know it was you. Of course, it was you.
I said count.
Oh, you can't count.
Chef, next time you do some shtick, make sure we can't see your phone not ringing anyone.
So, number 10. In Theme Hospital, who do sufferers of the disease King Complex impersonate?
No, some good questions, some of these. Yeah. Proper scratches.
I've looked hard and wide for these ones. But yeah, there is some hard ones in there. But I did think I'd maybe get you into a false sense of security with a nice, easy one. Just for everyone, playing at home. So everyone gets one right, Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Does anyone need me to repeat any of the questions? Jay?
3 and 4, mate.
3 and 4. Jacqueline Natler was the main antagonist in which iconic 1996 action platformer? And number 4 was whose experiments with a time machine kick off the events of Command and Conquer Red Alert?
Oh, that one. That one's doing me head in.
I remember the front cover of that game, but I don't know if that's throwing me off.
No, it's no.
Yeah, I remember the front cover, and I can't see that would help you. Although I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Cutscenes for that one.
So I'm after a 1996 action platformer for number 3, and I'm after for number 4 someone who may conduct experiments in our history.
It's 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But the problem with this, I never go for my gut feeling, and I've gone for my gut feeling this time.
Go for your good feeling. Ask Scott, because every time he goes for it, then
every single time.
Every single time I've changed an answer, my first one was right.
I think I lost against both of you two sat next to me, changing my answers. I'm not doing it.
Right, guys. Well, I hope you didn't find that too difficult. We're going to move on to an even harder round historically now, which is the music round. Now, as I was saying before, each one of these pieces of music has been on a previous quiz. So if you do watch the quiz and you do take note, then you should get 5 out of 5. Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh too hard. But I have tried to go easy this time. I really have. As usual, the specific machine that this music has been taken from will be in the background. Now, that's not to say that this game isn't available or plays sounds different on different machines. This is just from the ones that I've ripped. So, if you guys are happy, well, as happy as you can be, then we'll move on to the music round.
Yeah, go for it.
Everyone ready to go?
Folks.
Okay, guys, I think it's about 15 or 20 seconds per piece of music. So, and as usual, like as ever, if you need me to play them again, then yeah, we can quite easily do that. Okay?
Okay, cool.
Brill. Right, good luck. I love that last piece of music. I really, really do.
The
Right,
fourth
does it-
one, the fourth one, one of my favourites.
Fourth, yeah, it gives me goosebumps. I remember loading that game in, and yeah,
Yep.
it's perfect setting for that game.
That's the worst thing. That's the one. It's stuck. I cannot think of it.
You're kidding yourself.
Do you
don't
like
think I've
to
got
go?
one of
Do
them.
you want to go again with it? Should we
Yeah.
have another listen?
Should we go
Yeah,
again?
go
If
ahead.
you don't mind, I know the music, but man, the game is just not.
We're not going to do like what we're doing on the 80s movie quiz, because I think we listened to the
Yeah.
music round about 15 times. I got my arse absolutely striked so much for the music on that quiz. I think there might have been 10 pieces of music, and I think I got striked for every time I played them. And I think we played it 5. I had about 50 strikes on one video. It was mental. I thought I was going to get banned like forever. Right, okay, music round. Here we go. I'm happy there because some of these are my favourites. Good tunes there. Good tunes. Right. Jay, like I can see what you're doing when that was on. If you got any closer, mate, I'll be able to see inside. I'll be able to see
I was
through to
literally
the other
listening
side.
to it.
It's a good job you've got clean ears, and if you didn't know you have, you definitely have. So
No, it's no better, mate. No better. I've literally, I've
You're
got.
gonna kick. You're definitely gonna kick yourself.
I know. I am going to kick myself
you are going to kick yourself.
massively.
I have no clue. PlayStation for me is just. I've got no
Now that
idea.
sounds so familiar, but another one just over my head.
Scott, you'll definitely kick yourself as well.
100%.
What, on a
Definitely.
PlayStation game? I won't,
There's a
because I don't
specific
play.
reason why you're
Right,
going to kick yourself, by the way. But I'll tell you when we do the answers.
So what you're saying is I should just guess a PlayStation game?
Yes. Basically. Same with you, Jay. Just put one out there. Something that would suit music like that.
I'll guess.
Right, I'm just going to quickly blast through the chat because it's ages since we've...
Very
we don't speak to him. We don't
Very
speak to him.
serious stream, Paul. Very serious. Very serious this stream.
Are you kidding me?
Very serious.
As Paul's questions is made this serious.
It's a stitch up here. It's a fucking stitch up.
What's happening here? Someone's saying Edward Enigma is why I'm thinking Jolly Natma in my Batman. Could be
Yeah,
Batman.
it's not a Batman one.
Looking forward to Blackpool this year. Me too. Can't wait to go to Blackpool every October. Definitely not going to miss it. Had a blast this year. last year. I'm one of these people who's going to be writing 2022 for like the next 3 months, man.
Paul, today I was working, as you know. And,
Well, when you say working, I mean you were there.
I took part, and one of the chefs said to me, "I haven't seen my wife since last year." I looked at him and I was like, "Oh right, okay, yeah." You know, because it's one of those things now. People think it's funny in it to say that I ain't seen him since last year. I was like,
Well,
"Oh."
that's why I was saying this is my first drink of the year. Technically, I've went all year without a drink. We've got Hobby Lodge showing a bit of love for the Commodore 64. Larry, I know exactly what tune you were on about there. I think we all remember that one, don't we? The old skeleton guy, wasn't it?
No, not that one. That was re-record and fade away.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I thought he'd done. It's the same.
No,
No,
Aaron's
Aristone's the loops.
Oh, was it when they were just walking round?
wasn't that all the appliances, like
Yeah.
the TV or the dish, the washing machine?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
On and on. Hobby Lodge there being a bit controversial. Did the Spectrum do music? To be fair, there is some excellent music on the Spectrum, but I've found more with the homebrew. Like I think they've really like knocked it up a level. Like Mighty Fight, the music in that is just absolutely superb. It really, really is. What's Larry saying here? If I had a demo disc of it, I would play it over and over.
That's what I played first. The demo disc of that PlayStation game first.
I never did. I didn't. Was that on the front of a magazine? It must be in the magazine, was it? Or...
No, it was. I don't want to give too much away, but it.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Jay's like that. What?
Yeah. What was that? What was that?
Scott, you're gonna kick yourself so hard.
No, not really. It's a Sony question, isn't it?
No, I can't say it.
We've got Go Super Jim.
What?
Andy Sneaker Freak. Good to see you, mate. How you doing, Steve? Hope we had a good New Year, good Christmas. We've got RetroB8. Evening on. Good evening to you, sir, or madam. Anyone know? RetroB8? No. Well, thanks for joining us, mate. Glad that you're here. Quickly going through the chat. There's only one winner here, and that's Retro Gaming.
Lovely.
Oh, bless him.
Oh yes, do you know what I did? And this is another reason.
It came out on the Saturn.
Yes.
I did see him. That's only where I ripped the music from. It would be on other platforms as well.
Oh, see, my answer.
This is why you should know it.
I'm telling you, he's.
Oh my God, it's wrong because this game wasn't on the Saturn.
No.
We've got Tony. Good to see you, Tony. How you doing, mate? Hope you're getting your getting the answers in.
I just want to say the first song. Sorry, the first one.
Yeah.
The Master System is actually a very, very good version of it. If you think about it being an 8-bit.
Yep.
Very, very good.
Danny, good to see you, Danny, mate. Hope you had a good New Year. Well, you did have a good New Year. I messaged him earlier today. Thought I'd fire him a message, see how he's doing, because it's been a couple of days since I've heard from him. And RetroB8, he's putting that one to bed. It's a him-he, so that's good. I mean, not that there would be anything wrong if you weren't a him-he, but I'm glad that we've sorted that one out. Right, I'm just going to stop now before I dig this hole any deeper. Enough of the comments. Okay, that was a music round. We've only got one more round to go, guys, and it's the box art round. This round makes and breaks pretty much every quiz. Everything's always normally around about the same score, and then the box art round really does make and break a lot of people. So, without further ado, we have 10 various pieces of box art. For this round, I do need the exact game. So, if it's Gran Turismo, and you put Gran Turismo 2, then unfortunately you won't get any points. It needs to be the correct game. Normally, because the box art is very different. There's one that's a little bit cheeky, but I think the rest are all not too bad. That's all I'm going to say.
No.
So, as ever, if you need to go through it again, we can do. It's not an issue. But if everyone's got their pen and paper at the ready, we can get cracking with the final round. Sounds good. Let's do it then. Well, that's it, guys. That was my final round of being the host. Unless you need to see it again.
I think I missed number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, I did number 4 is.
Yeah, 4's done me.
2 for me. 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
2 and number 8.
Ooh, 8's a good one.
Controversial.
Yeah.
8's a good
To be
one.
honest, I think I know what it is, but it doesn't look like what
It's
I think it is.
Very, very close-up picture, but it's easy to work out.
Well, it's only 2 minutes 56 of our lives. I'm quite happy to give that up for you guys. If you want to go again, it's
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, democracy. What we're saying, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
go again.
Let's do it. Love that tune. Love that tune. So this is the bit where I say I'm not actually a real quizmaster. I am an electrician by trade. So this is my little thing that I say so that if I have got any of the answers wrong, sorry. But I did try my best. To be fair, the one I thought people were going to struggle with was number 9. But if everyone's happy with number 9, then...
I think it could be, a few games, I think, that one.
Maybe it's just because I'd never heard of that one, but never mind. There you go.
Oh, you made me want to change my mind and change my mind again back now.
Good. Planted the
No, I'm
seed.
keeping it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whoa! Was that nearly a swear word, Jim? What?
No.
I thought you were going to say fuck there.
No, I wouldn't say fuck.
Well, in that case, we'll leave it down to the chef. He can do the swearing for us. Right, lads, that's it. We're done. Questions are over. The hard work is done.
Well done, Paul.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. I tried to make it some hard, some easy, but there should be something there for everyone to get one. Oh, what's Larry saying here? This one I think's for Jim. I know he's a big fan. Next year, come around where Kieran Hawken has devised all the questions.
Now, I know you told me not to swear, but that would be funny. Because, no fucker would win that. Because no fucker would know the answers because he doesn't know the questions.
I was going to say, he just made them up himself, wouldn't he? I mean, don't get me wrong. Wikipedia is definitely a friend when you're doing a quiz, but to copy and paste it and put it in a book and then try and make money, I don't know. But anyway, the less said about that, the better. So, lads, that's it. Hard work's done. We're going to go all the way back to 56 minutes. Well, no, not 56 minutes ago, because I'm going to have to do all the introductions. But we'll go back to about 40 minutes ago, where we started off, you may remember, with the pixelated picture round. So, the order of play I've got is Chef, Jim, Jay, Scott, and Dylan. So, Chef, we're going to start with you with number 1 in the pixelated round. What did you get for number 1?
It's a Nintendo NES game or Famicom game. It's Legend of Zelda.
You got Legend of Zelda. Jim?
Yep, same.
Zelda. Jay?
Zelda.
Scott?
Zelda.
Oh, well done. I saw your face there. You were struggling. I saw your face.
I was real going like that.
Dylan?
Yeah, Legend of Zelda.
Brilliant. Well done, guys. That's a 100% first round. It's always nice to see that. Okay. Zelda, I think pretty much, well, I was going to say pretty much everyone likes Zelda, but I'm looking at Scott thinking, but he's going to say no.
But Scott will say Golden Axe Warrior.
Yeah, Zelda got good on the GameCube, the Wind Waker game. I really liked that. The rest were pony, really, weren't they?
I see, for me, the Zelda is me Game Boy, Link's Awakening.
Yes, that was a good one, actually.
3DS
The Game Boy one.
Yeah.
I bought the the Game and Watch. I got it off Sai, actually. Well, no, it was actually a gift for my wife, but she didn't get home that, so now it's mine, unfortunately. And I take it everywhere. I take it to work, and I'm constantly playing it. I'm still terrible at it, but yeah, personally, I like the game.
They're all saying in comments, Ocarina of Time. Oh, that game.
Twilight Princess is my favourite.
Rubbish game.
Link to the Past is good.
Link to the Past.
Yeah,
is good,
that's good. Yeah,
but Twilight Princess, I thought was one of my favourites.
I must admit, I've not really played any of the modern ones.
Breath
I've got a few.
Breath of the Wild's epic.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is obviously.
Oh, that's boring.
Oh.
Boring.
Sorry, I'm just sitting back and letting you.
Breath of the Wild is just running around, isn't it? Just like you get bored after about a couple of hours. All these people have said, I've put 200 hours into Breath of the Wild. I'm like, wow.
Well, at least they kept them off the streets in a nice, safe area.
Yeah.
Number 2, Jim. We're going with you with number 2. What did you get for number 2? Pixelated round.
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Jay.
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Scott.
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Dylan.
Yeah, Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. And Chef.
Yeah, I was gonna. Double Dragon. Yep.
You were going to show us your answer. What else did you put?
No, I've got that, but I can't cover everything up properly because
That's all right. That's all right. Don't worry.
no one to get number 4 because number 4 is a wicked one. If it's what I think it is, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
number 4. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, interesting.
Number 4 might have caught a few people out. Number 3 shouldn't have though. Jay, what do you get for number 3? Say again. Doom. Scott.
Yeah, Doom.
Dylan.
Yeah, Doom.
Doom. Chef.
Doom.
And Jim.
Yep.
Doom. It was a chainsaw that gave it away, right?
Yeah.
Well, when it panned down to the bottom, you can see the little face as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I was lucky enough to, along with Jim, see John Romero at Blackpool this year. And one of the highlights of that day was watching him take on other people at Doom, like on the big screen. And I tell you what, there was one of the memories I've got is there was this young lad. I think he was only like maybe 10, 11, something like that. And he'd only been playing it for a couple of days. And I tell you what, he gave John Romero a decent one for his money at the start. Like it was really cool what they'd done. But yeah, extremely cool guy, as you can probably tell just by looking at him. But yeah, it was nice to see him. He's exactly what you imagine. To be fair, he is. So that was number 3. So Scott, we're going with you first on number 4. What did you get for number 4?
Haven't got a clue.
Not an answer.
No
Dylan.
idea. I writ loads down in number.
You know what? Just chuck one in there, or
I did. Yeah.
no? Dylan. Chef.
Right. I think it's Crypt Killer.
Okay.
Oh dear, I don't.
Oh, Jim knows it.
Maybe.
Well, it could be. I think it's Fallout or Fallout 2.
Oh. So you think it's 2 games?
Could be. Same game. Ish.
Jim, what do you think the actual answer is?
Fallout 2.
Fallout 2. And Jay.
Well, I've got to be totally truthful. I've put Fallout down.
Fallout. Well, to be fair, I do only ask for the series.
You did.
And the answer is Fallout. Well done.
Well done. I thought it was Crypt Killer.
I've never played Fallout, so I wouldn't have a clue.
It was the green. That was it.
To be fair, I haven't, but I was just looking at cool games from the 90s and I was like, yeah, I don't think I've ever put Fallout on there.
Well done.
So, Fallout it was. So, last but not least, Dylan, we're going to go with you first for number 5. What did you get for number 5?
Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter. Chef?
Virtual Fighter.
Virtua Fighter. Jim?
Yep, same.
I love how Jim is looking like that, inspecting the Chef's answer.
The glasses aren't big enough.
Scott?
Yeah, Virtual Fighter.
Yeah. Well done, everyone. The answer was Virtua Fighter. So, first round over. Chef, you're on 4. Jim?
Indeed.
Full House 5. Jay? Full House 5.
Well done.
Scott? 4. And Dylan on 4. So we've got 2 guys in the lead.
Well
if you're getting that Fallout one, though, well done, fella.
Yeah, man. That was I thought it was Crypt Killer.
I definitely thought that was going to catch you lads out. Let's just have a quick look in the chat. Steve got 3 out of 5 so far. Good solid start. Hobby Lodge 4 out of 5. Definitely a good start. That's what I'd have expected. I didn't expect anyone to get the Fallout. So well done on that. Dudley of Yesterzine, just a 2. And Nuts Gamer Rob got 4 out of 5. So well done, everyone. Thanks for playing along at home. And thanks for being good and not putting all the answers in before they've answered them. Next, we're going to move on to the general knowledge. And question 1, which was going to be put to Chef here, was debuting on the Amiga in 1992 as a rival to Sonic the Hedgehog. Which character was the ninja of the nth dimension? What did you get for that, Lee?
Zool.
You've got Zool. Jim?
Same, yeah.
You've got Zool. Jay?
Zool.
Zool. Scott?
Zool.
And Dylan?
Zool.
Zoom. This was the point where you're thinking this is going to be a piece of piss. But well done, everyone. Yeah, you all got the first one right. The answer was Zoom. So, question 2. This is where things get a little bit more interesting. How many rows of aliens appear in a wave of Space Invaders? Jim, going with you first on this one. What was your random guess?
I don't know. I changed my mind. I wrote 10, but changed it to 8. Going with 8.
You put 8. You're going with 8. Okay. Jay?
I put 12.
You've put 12. Okay. Scott?
Hold on, I might be getting confused here. Is it
rows? How many rows?
How many rows?
Yes.
Oh, so go down like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, I've got it right then. 5.
You've gone for 5. Dylan?
Yeah, I went 5.
You've gone for 5 as well. And Chef?
Well, I fucked that up, so I'm just going to say 6 then.
6. You should have went with 5 because 5 was the right answer.
Oh, well, no, I couldn't say 5 because everyone else said 5. I thought you meant how many in the row. My bad. Never mind.
Nah, that would have been how many columns.
Yeah, I was saying when they were giving their answers, I was like, was that columns or rows? Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, well done.
Only 5 rows high.
Only 5 rows.
Yeah, in the original arcade. Yeah.
But they keep moving down, don't they? Like,
Yeah.
But
Now,
Oh, fuck this.
there you go.
Jay, number 3.
Yes.
Jacqueline Natler. It's funny how this one's landed on you.
I got nothing, mate. Absolutely zilch for it, Dora.
Right, okay. I'll just put that in. Right, okay. So Scott would be next. Jacqueline Natler was the main antagonist in which iconic 1996 action platformer?
Now, I've had a pure guess here, just for 96. I'm thinking Tomb Raider, but that's
Tomb
just
Raider.
a pure guess.
Fucking hell, he's a fucker, isn't he?
I don't know, is he?
Yeah,
Here's a guess.
Right.
I don't know.
He's
Dylan.
right.
I went with the same as Scott. I guessed it and I said Tomb Raider.
Oh, he's
Tomb
fucking.
Raider for you.
Yeah.
Chef.
Yeah, I'll put that because it's the reason why when I got the system. That was the game I got with it.
Yeah, I remember the name now as soon as you said Tomb Raider.
Well, the answer is Tomb Raider.
Oh,
Well done.
That was a tough one.
That was a tough one. Cracking guess, by the way. Always go with your gut instinct. That's the lesson of the quiz that I've learned from Scott over the last 2 years.
I saw Scott's eyes go when you said it's a famous one. Pick one, and he went, "Ooh."
That was it. I was
Yeah.
thinking, well, the biggest game of that year, you know.
But have you seen what it's like to play now? Have you ever played it recently?
It's terrible.
No, it's hard work.
The controls. Have you played it on an original PlayStation joypad?
Oh yeah, because the original wasn't it before the analog?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all the
it was,
R1
wasn't it?
button down to do pretty much everything without dying.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Oh, you got Addy Sneaker Freak saying that it's not an action platformer; it's a third-person action game.
It's a platformer.
It's a platformer. It's the first game of its kind, wasn't it? Really?
But maybe 3D action, maybe that genre didn't exist until that
It
game.
didn't. Yeah, it was
So,
revolutionary.
as I say, I'm an electrician, not a quiz. I'm not Magnus Magnuson.
Bless Magnus.
Let's just hope the next guy does better.
Well,
I know we're fucked, aren't we?
well.
Nah, he's going to do a cracking job. Okay, number 4. Whose experiments with a time machine kick off the events of Command and Conquer Red Alert? Scott. Yeah, you know, I'm coming to you.
Who's going to come to
Well,
me?
you're next. This is number 4. You're on 4th on my list.
Right, I've just guessed with Albert Einstein.
You said Albert Einstein. Okay, Dylan.
Adolf Hitler.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Is that worse than swearing on you?
I really hope that's right. No, I mean, that's way better than the actual answer, by the way. Chef.
I'll fuck this up. I'll put the country. I'll tell you what, man. I'll put the country. Can I?
No, it's your fault. You've messed
Oh,
up.
Hey, can I say someone from the country then?
I go for it. Why not?
President Gorbachev.
Oh no.
Fuck's
Jim,
bullshit.
I think it was Einstein. I've put Tesla.
what you saying? Are you go for Tesla?
Yeah.
You go for Tesla. Jay.
Well, I actually went for Einstein.
Well, two of you have got it right. And only two you said the same thing. So it's
Yeah,
Albert
fair.
Einstein.
I tell you what. This is bullshit.
But I must admit, if I could invent a time machine, I'd be straight in the guys from Command and Conquer and we'd be going, look, you've got to make it Hitler because that would be so much better. Oh, that would be loads better.
Oh my god! That
We,
was
to be fair, Tesla's a good guess. He's my favourite physicist
My
or
second
whatever.
guess was Dr. Emmett Brand, but
I was going to put him as well.
Well, he looks a bit like Einstein, doesn't he? Or he did.
Yeah, well, that's why they done it like him. They done it like that for a reason.
So nobody was a huge Command and Conquer fan.
Never played it.
I was.
I was, but it was one of them games that didn't work on the PlayStation. I don't know. It was all right, but I preferred using a mouse. It's just like a mousey game for me. Is that a thing? A mousey game? You know what?
You can use the mouse on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, but you've got to buy one first. And back in them days, I was in the army, and it was all about the beer and women. But that's another story. Question 5. So, Dylan, this one is to you. What are the inputs for the Konami code?
Not a clue. I'm just going to guess up, down, left, right, BA. Not a clue on that.
Up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right, BA.
BA.
Okay, Chef.
Up, down, left, right, BA.
Sounds confident. Jim.
I've got the same, but obviously, when you're finished with it, you press start.
Oh. Okay. Jay.
Well, I got totally different. I put up, down, left, right. Now, is there a select button on the NES pad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Start and select.
Scott.
I have got up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
Oh,
the other way around.
Yeah.
Well, Chef, you got it right. And I'm going to give Jim the point as well because I haven't got start written down. I've got up, down, left, right, B, A.
Yeah,
I'll take your charity. He's guessing answers next to me, so it's fine. He's getting them all right. So, whatever.
Scott was extremely close there at the end.
Well, that was a guess. But
Well, to be fair,
a very good guess.
you guessed closer than me. I wouldn't have had a clue what the answer to that was. So good effort, guys. And that's that was number 5. Fuck, I thought I was having a number 7 moment there. Number 6. This is to Chef. How many colossi is Wanderer tasked with defeating in Shadow of the Colossus?
now I've got the game and I've got it sealed. I'm doing a Dylan. I'll put 1.
Okay.
I've never played it.
Oh, it's such a good game.
I've never played it, honestly, because
It's really good. Really good.
I played the other one that came out at the same time on the PS2. There's another one, very Ico. There we go. I'll play that game when Shadow Colossus. That's when I've got them both. But yeah, I put 1.
1.
Sorry.
Jim.
I guessed it's probably 12. I've put 8.
Okay. Jay.
12.
12.
There we go.
Scott.
I've guessed at 16.
16. And Dylan.
Yeah, it's a guess for me, even though I played the game, I put 10.
Well, someone's got it right. And I can't believe that they have got it right because Scott is 16.
No.
I tell you what.
I don't know where you pulled that one from, me.
This is bullshit.
Was it only on the PlayStation as well?
Yeah, but then they remastered it.
Reissued as well.
It is remastered. I've not played the remastered one.
It's on the
Yeah.
PS. I got it on the PS3, I think, as well.
Yeah.
It's on PS3 and PS4.
Yeah, I got it on the
That's
PS3
it
as well.
on PS4 as well, yeah.
Fucking Scott.
Should we just stop now? Just
That
save
was a
everyone's
pure
time.
guess. Honestly, I
He's playing it now. He's got it on the big TV next to him.
I just played it.
Right, guys, we're going to do it. We're going to go for number 7. And this is to Jim. Developed by Rare. Which side-scrolling beat-em-up game was released in 1991 in response to the popularity of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Battletoads.
Oh, yeah.
You win. Battletoads. Jay.
Yes, Battletoads.
Battletoads. Scott.
Battletoads. Great. game.
Battletoads. This is looking quite a good answer. Dylan.
Yeah, Battletoads.
Battletoads. Chef.
Battletoads.
Battletoads. Well done, everyone. It was Battletoads. Now, don't hate me. It's a game I've never, ever played. Am I missing out?
It's fine.
The Super NES version is one of my favourite.
The arcade port is the best.
Yeah, the arcade one's really good.
Did you ever play the new Xbox 360 version of it?
I got the Xbox One version on that rare.
That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
the
that's
rare
it.
reload.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the arcade version.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's good. That is really
That
good.
is
though.
good, the arcade version. That's what I've played it on the rare replay
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, right. That is.
I think Lavi's referring to question 6, which was the Colossus, Shadow of the Colossus. So there was only 16, but apparently there was supposed to be 24, but they ran out of time. This is the best thing about having Lavi in the chat. Like, if anyone hasn't seen Fact Hunt, 1, what are you doing? And 2, go and watch Fact Hunt. You'll learn some amazing stuff. You did. Some of the questions used to be based on Lavi's Fact Hunt. I hope they're not copyrighted. Right. We are up to number 8. So this one is to you, Jay. Introduced in Mario Kart 64 and a staple of the series since, which controversial projectile targets the race leader?
It's the red shell.
The red shell. Scott,
I've put blue shell.
you put blue shell. Dylan,
You're
I
right.
put blue shell.
you put blue shell.
Yes.
Chef,
I just put shell, but I know it is the blue one.
oh, I can't.
I know. Don't worry. It is the
Jim.
blue shell.
Blue shell.
Yeah. It was the blue shell.
Red shell's the Holman one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, snake, poor snake.
I only
Man.
remember that because I fucking hate that blue shell. You know,
Yeah,
when
me
you're winning
too.
a race, you're right at the end and some fucker does surprise that at you.
I've got to admit, it's one of the reasons why I've not got on with Mario Kart for so long. But since the Switch, all that changed. Like, you just kind of... A couple of times when you actually get to fire the blue shell and it helps you out, you think, do you know what? But when I first started playing it, I never, ever, ever got helped by it. I was normally like in the lead and I'd always get screwed over, so I absolutely hated it. But yeah, answer is the blue shell. Jay, one look you with red, and Chef. It's different coloured shells, isn't it?
Yeah, listen. It's one of them, innit?
It's fine
Well,
margin.
The Sega
Fine
guy
margin.
gets it right and the Nintendo guys get it wrong.
I know.
Something dodgy, mate.
It is
Not being
this.
funny. Something dodgy going on here.
I think it's a mistake.
I think up in Suffolk's going
Oh,
dodgy.
see, that's because you're using a Sega pen, guy.
So you should have went with the colour of the pen.
Yeah, it's cursed me. I know. Bloody Sega.
Number 9. In the multiplayer for Nintendo 64's classic GoldenEye 007, which weapon is famed for its ability to defeat an opponent with one shot? Scott.
It's got to be the golden gun, isn't it?
It's got to be, right? Dylan?
Yeah, but golden gun.
Chef?
Slappers. No, golden gum.
I thought you maybe put gun or something, right? Golden, yeah. Jim? Thumbs up. Yeah, I think that means gun. Jay?
Yes, I've actually got this one right. I hope. Golden gun.
It is golden gun. The whole time I'm dying to go, the man with the golden gun.
Please don't.
One of the best
Trust
Bond
me.
villains, Scaramanga. I loved Christopher Lee in The Golden Gun. The story
The
was
third
great,
nipple.
but-
That third,
Yeah.
it wasn't as good as that girl from Total Recall, or was it with the third
Oh
nipple?
yeah.
Close, but no
You made me
cigar.
wish I had 3 hands.
Good old, the old Total Recall. I still can't believe they made that remake. Oh, it's still. I know it's got absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about, but come on.
If you watch it, but listen. If you watch it and do not compare it to the original one, it's a different kind of
How can
storyline.
you do that? That's impossible. That's
I
like
know,
watching the
but-
new RoboCop and saying, "Don't watch the first
I
one."
know, but, you know.
Rubbish. Absolute rubbish, that Total Recall remake.
Hated it. I hated it before I saw it, and then when I did see it, I actually hated it even more.
Yeah.
Question 10, Dylan. This one's to you, mate.
Whew.
In Theme
I don't know.
Hospital, who
I've
do
got it,
sufferers
right.
of the disease King Complex impersonate?
Not a clue. I didn't put anything down. Never played it.
Never played.
Oh.
Chef.
This is a complete up of God.
Okay. To be fair, in some people's eyes, you could be right. Jim.
Elvis.
Ooh.
Jay.
No clue.
No clue. Scott.
Jade will kill me if I get this wrong, and it is Elvis Presley, I believe.
Yeah, the King.
It is Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't played Theme Hospital, please give it a go. It is just such a cool game. I think it's brilliant. I love Bloaty Head, where they pop the head
Yeah.
and then blow it back up. Now, here's an interesting fact. When Jim dragged me into Blackpool Town Centre after the expo at Blackpool,
He was sober and conscious, by the way. Just get rid of those rumours.
well, we went to well, it was quite a. I've never been to a bar like it. Put it that way. It was. We went in, and when I went to the bar, one of the first questions I was asked was, "Are you the band?" And I'm like, "No." Like, what? I've never been asked that in my life ever. And I was like, "No," but like, if the band looked like me, then this is going to be an interesting night. However, one of the people in the bar that night was the woman who does the announcements for Theme Hospital. But I completely missed all of that, so I didn't get to see any of that. Jim, did you get to see? Because she was doing the announcements, wasn't she, or something?
Yeah, she just read them all out in her accent voice for the Theme Hospital. It was weird and mental. And quite
Too
funny.
late.
But yeah, one of my most memorable moments from Blackpool was me and Hobby Lodge stood at the bar. Me and Martin stood at the bar, and the guy asking, "Are you guys the band?" And I just looked at Martin. I was like, what do we see? I mean, I'd love to have said yes, just to see where it went. I think I wish I
Well,
had.
what instrument would you play?
Obviously, it would be the mouth boombox, you know, something like that. Funnily enough, there was actually someone on, and their job in the band was to do mouth boombox. To be fair, the band that we were actually on, it was a different type of music to anything I've ever heard before. It did have like retro kind of like music, like almost Sid music sort of sounding, with someone rapping over the top.
Look at Martin's comment.
With a boombox.
Look at Martin's comment, Paul.
What's he saying?
We could have done it, mate.
Do you know what? I swear down, I don't think many people would have even known the difference. I really don't. It was hilarious though. I was sitting there with an alcoholic chocolate with cream on the top, drinking that. It was a good night. It was a good night. Absolutely lashed out. Oh, and when we first got there, it just happened to be the World Championships of the fireworks or something like that. I think it was the first. Oh, we literally got off the tram and there was just fireworks exploding everywhere. Martin had to do a quick run for a cheeky fish and chips, and then the heavens opened. We ended up in some back lane in a doorway with two lasses. Jumped in there for a cigarette. He's eating fish and chips. We're waiting to try and get this bar. It was a very surreal, interesting night. It really was. But it was all good fun. Looking forward to doing it again next year. Right, Jesus, right. That was number 10. So let's count up some scores. Chef.
5.
Correct. Jim.
What? I was going to say, you want to ask me how many I've done? 1, 2.
I've got 7 for you, Jim.
Yep.
Jay. 4.
4, yeah.
Scott.
9.
9. And Dylan.
I've got
Comeback
6.
King.
6. So it's all to play for, guys. It's all to play for. All the scores are pretty close, to be fair. Pretty close. We're going to move on to the music round. Some say it's the hardest.
Yeah.
Always.
Everyone says it's the hardest.
Even when I know the tunes, I can't think of the games. That's my
Well,
problem. Moving around.
Can't wait.
As I've said since the beginning of the quiz, men, women would probably do a lot better because men have stimulated visually, and sound is just something that happens at the same time. So it's why we all enjoy certain websites and stuff for the visual stimulation. We don't really need to hear the grunting or anything like that. So which just comes in handy when you're sat in the toilet at work. You can just watch in silence. Isn't that right, Lee?
Yes, dear.
The music round we're going to kick off with Chef. You're number 1. So
let me do the 4th one. All right.
Yeah.
I've got to do this one.
Golden Axe.
Golden Axe, you've got Jim.
Yep.
Very good music for that master.
is,
I
yeah.
was very impressed.
Jay.
Golden Axe.
Golden Axe. Scott.
Golden Axe. I think it's
That'd have been
the
hell of
only
a
one
fun
I've
getting
got
that. Dylan.
I put Shinobi.
Dylan.
Well,
And
Shinobi on the Master System.
I knew that one. I had that one in my head. I thought, I know it. I put Ghouls and Ghosts. I thought, no, that's
It's
not.
as soon as it drops.
Yeah.
As soon as it drops, you know what it is. Oh, what a great character selection music, as well as Streets of Rage, obviously. But
Do you know, I quite enjoyed the Sega Master System Golden Axe. Well, I had to because it was all I had to play. I didn't have a Mega Drive or anything like that, so I had to
They
be.
did a good job of it. I thought that was a good 8-bit. That was good.
As for Shinobi, yeah, at least the Master System version had some music. The Commodore 64 version, it's not a bad game, but it severely lacks music, man.
the NES version's terrible of Shinobi. We
Really?
never got it here. It's an American one. The NES version's terrible, but the Master System version's spot on.
So, yeah, that was apart from Dylan, everyone was in there with Golden Axe. Pardon me. Number 2, Jim, we're going with you for number 2.
Contra.
You've got Contra. Jay.
Contra.
Scott.
Contra. It's one of the only NES games I know.
I'm surprised someone didn't put Greiser. But anyway, Dylan.
I guess Castlevania.
To be fair, that has got really good music as well. Chef.
Contra.
Your guesses haven't been too bad, though, to be fair. Not a leap away.
Yeah. Contra.
Probotector, if you will.
Yeah, was that what it was called in Germany or something like that? Or
That's what we got here.
Oh, it was here.
Yeah.
We wasn't allowed humans killing humans and blood or whatever, so we got robots instead.
But Greiser was humans, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was for the 8-bits, wasn't it? That was for the micros, Greiser.
It's different.
It's weird how they allowed it on the 8-bits, but they didn't for the 8-bit console.
It's just weird, Konami.
Oh, just Nintendo bollocks, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'd be a Nintendo thing, won't it?
Well, there's Larry's just confirming Pro Protector. Yeah. I never played it. I only ever played it on the Commodore 64, so I knew it as Greiser. So I'd have been completely knackered, to be fair. Which definitely hasn't got Arnold Schwarzenegger on the front cover. But anyway, we'll come to the box art round. Next, one of my favorite pieces of music ever. Jay, did you guess? Well, sorry, did you know what number 3 was?
I'm going to be terrible, being a Commodore 64 fanatic, and say I couldn't tell what it was. Yes,
And you're a Hit Squad collector. Can I just confirm you're a Hit Squad collector?
Yes, unfortunately, I am.
Okay. I'll just marking you down an extra point.
One of the hit
Have
squad.
a wild guess.
I've got it as a
Go
hit
for it,
squad.
mate. Yes, you can have a guess.
I'll just put Rambo.
Right. Oh, I thought you were going to get it right there. Oh, Scott.
I've always put this with every Commodore 64 music question. RoboCop.
It's like a knackered clock, isn't it?
Because whenever I
Right,
hear
twice a
any
year.
Commodore 64 music, I think RoboCop or Rambo. Saying that with Jay when he said Rambo, I nearly put Rambo and thought, no, I'll put RoboCop because I always put RoboCop.
Well done, Scott. You got it right, mate.
Dylan.
Again, I guessed, and when you're saying hit squads, I thought this game didn't even come out on this hit squad, so I know I've got it wrong. I put Thing on a Spring.
Thing on a Spring. I've never played that.
That's a big
Okay.
guess.
Chef.
RoboCop, man. One of my first games I got on my Commodore, if you remember.
That's the only one you play.
I was going to say it's the only one you played, isn't it, Chef?
The first when I first got it, it was the tape, the first tape game I got with it that I played, and now obviously got the discs. But yeah, I remember.
Wait until you get to level 7, mate. Wait until you get to level 7. It's cracking. Jim?
Yeah.
Do you think I got it right?
Of course you did.
Right.
The answer was RoboCop. But that music was used for Ariston. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. If we'd have put that, we'd have got that right as well, would we?
No, it was the Game Boy one on Ariston.
Come on, let's get to the fourth one
Another
now.
level.
I can't wait
Another
for
level.
these answers.
Right, okay, what we on? Right, number 4. And we're going to, of course, it's come to you, Jay.
It's going to be me.
Right, hold on. Yeah, number 4. Yeah, Scott. We've got you for number 4. This is just because this is the 4th question and you're the 4th person. So
Right. Well, I've guessed, obviously, and I just tried to think quickly of a game that was on the Saturn as well as the PlayStation. I just put Wipeout.
Oh,
Wipeout. Great game with great music. Dylan?
I know it isn't that, but
I've just guessed. I just put Resident Evil.
no,
Resident Evil.
no.
I'll do the marking here. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
You've got shitloads of streams. You're not having this one.
Sorry.
You had your opportunity. Chef.
It's a Sega game.
no,
mine and-
shut up.
It's mine and Paul's favourite all-time movie. It's fucking Aliens trilogy.
Can I just say as well that Scott picked it up from the London.
Oh my god!
I don't think Trilogy's Sega.
No, it's not a Sega game.
Not
It's
clear. I can't
one-
remember. It's only over there.
It's not a Sega game.
No.
I know
It's
it's
not
not. It's
Fox
Fox.
Interactive. or
It's a
something.
Claim and some other bollocks.
Yeah.
I think it's the Claim. I
Is
think
it Alien Trilogy?
Alien Trilogy and Jay.
No, I didn't
You know
pick
what?
Alien Trilogy, sorry.
What? Sorry? Right, Jim, what did you get?
No,
Alien
sorry.
Trilogy.
I just wanted to know if it's Alien Trilogy. No, I thought Final Fantasy VII, but then it all got around that it was on the Saturn. I was like, oh shit, no. So I've changed it to Loaded because you're on about a demo disc.
Oh, Loaded. Reloaded was good as well.
Oh yeah, Loaded.
It's
Jay?
not.
I put Alien Trilogy.
Guys, their answer is Alien Trilogy.
Well done.
And,
The answer is Loaded.
Yeah, after all of that.
Yeah.
Alien Trilogy was a Claim. Die Hard Trilogy was by
Die
Fox.
Hard. That's right. Yeah.
Great
Die
game,
Hard.
Mum.
Well done.
Can anyone, right, this isn't for any bonus points or anything, but who's played Alien Trilogy?
Yeah, I played it.
Many years
Can
ago.
you remember
Years
what the
ago.
cheat code was?
Pink fluffy boots on.
No.
Yes,
No.
it is.
That was one of them.
That's one of them.
I remember
No,
that
it's
one.
not. It's not the one.
Oh,
No.
Anyone? No. It's I've got pink 8-sid boots on.
I don't know that one.
That is the
No.
worst code in history.
I know. Yeah. fluffy
And
boots
it's
on.
because they didn't have the letter A, so you had to put an 8 in. But it's
Yeah.
I've got pink 8-sid boots on, and you literally got everything. You could choose the level, weapons, the lot.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Larry's just sorted you out there.
I knew that one. There's not many I do know, but I punted that. I played that game so much.
For?
put that, mate. That was just the version you were playing. Maybe it was some Cypriot import or something like that.
Yeah, that's
or-
another password. That is pink fluffy boots, chef.
That's the Essex version, mate.
Right, last but not least, Dylan, we're going to go with you for number 5. What did you get for the Amiga game?
Yeah, and I guessed I'll just put Turrican.
Turrican,
No,
class game with amazing music. Chef,
no. Cannon fodder.
Cannon.
Oh,
Jim. I know Jim got this because I seen him rocking out to it, to be fair.
I was rocking out to it.
Jay.
Lovely music.
I didn't get it, but now he's just said it.
Dude,
Scott.
One of my favourite Amiga games, Cannon Fodder.
So it's the music when you choose your guys and the levels actually loading and you've got the helicopter. Oh, I just love that music. Brilliant. Well, guys, that's the end of the music round, and I think this could be a first for the music round ever. I think. I would have to
Scott
go
got
back
one
and check,
wrong.
but Chef, you got 5. Jim, 4. Jay, 3. Scott, 4.
That's the best I've ever done on a music round in all the quizzes I've done.
Well, I thought you're getting 4 before, because I wasn't sure if you'd maybe getting 5. And Dylan, unfortunately, mate, you shit that one out, man. You're digitally stimulated like me. You know, if it's not basically 5 or 6 games, I don't know the music. That's it. So don't be too disappointed because you did do well. You're doing well before that. But now we're going to move on to the final round, the box art round. We'll start off with Chef, because you're contestant number 1. Lee, what did you get for number 1, mate?
Resident Evil.
You've got Resident Evil. Okay. Jim?
Yep, same.
Resident Evil. Jay?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Scott?
Yeah, Resident Evil.
And Dylan?
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah, not my favourite piece of box art, but still my favourite genre of, well, my favourite series of games, I would say.
It's a very iconic photo, though. I mean, most people will spot that for Resident Evil, that one. This is pretty iconic because it's got the spider in the background, which has got no relevance. When you think about in the context, it's a zombie game. Yes, there's a spider in the game, but
there's lots of them. Those little bastards that you've got to run around stamping on.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to the place outside, that little... Yeah.
I love that game. That game is so good, Resident Evil, man.
Oh. Has anyone played the remake?
Yes.
Remakes are real.
Yeah, I've played them both.
I've got it, but I must admit, I haven't played it. I think I played it a little bit, but there's an extra room on the, on the mansion, on the stairwell, when you've got like the little landing.
Yeah.
And there was a room there, and honestly, I went everywhere on that game, and I was just driving as insane. And I never knew that room, that like there's like a little door or something there, because it's not there on the original. So I was there for hours, and I just give up in the end. And then someone was like, "Oh yeah, you just go through that stair on the stairwell, like that door." And I'm like, "There isn't a door on the stairwell." But I'm thinking PS1, which there wasn't.
I'm watching this channel at the minute, Paul. I think they're called I think it's called the Residential of Evil, something like that. It's an American one, and they're playing Resident Evil, the original. What they call it 0.5. It's what was made before they made Resident Evil 1. If you get me, there was like enough different story altogether. I'm watching that, and there's a not 80% game of Resident Evil 1.5 where it's meant to be Resident Evil 2, but
I've seen that.
Characters. And it's such a good one. I have to share it with you because
I've got a demo disc. I've got a demo disc of that.
I've got the actual game.
Have you?
I've got a sealed copy of that.
Mate, that's got to be worth an absolute fortune, surely.
Well, it's not.
I've got the demo. And
it's
I
a
think
fan-made thing, isn't it? The ending, because it's not actually finished. I've been watching loads of things about it, and you can get the suits, Eliza Walker's suit, and the other suit in Resident Evil, another one. do you mean never knew it was on?
He's a busy guy. He's football
Listen.
coach and that now. You know, and he's also working hard on the A to Z of like unknown Amiga games, which come on, where's episode 2? Love the first one. 3 out of 5 and a little bit of swearing. Scott Sega Saturn, cool version. Odd Resident Evil on the Saturn.
Yeah,
Resident Evil on the Sega Saturn's really good.
Yeah.
Well, I've got your copy.
Yeah, you have.
I bought yours. I need that. So yeah, well done, everyone. The first answer was Resident Evil 1. Okay, number 2. Jim, we're going to go with you for this, mate. What did you get for number 2?
Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja.
Yeah. Jay?
Yeah, Bad Dudes.
Scott?
Yeah, Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja.
Dylan?
Yeah, Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja.
Yeah. Chef?
I pumped out. I put Dragon Ninja, so I'm guessing that's wrong.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, so I know I'm happy for you.
No, it's wrong. He didn't put Bad Dudes versus Dragon
I
Ninja.
put Dragon Ninja.
On the side of the Hit Squad spine, it's Bad Dudes. No, it's just Dragon Ninja, sorry.
I think it is Dragon Ninja.
Yeah, because my Hit Squad version of Dragon Ninja, that's what I looked at.
To be fair, I mean, Bad Dudes is written like you know, and then it's like Dragon Ninja, so...
Thank you, Paul.
I think you're all right. I think you're all right for a point, because I'm only saying that because for about 20 years I thought it was called Dragon Ninja. I didn't know about the Bad Dudes bit.
Because I always think the Bad Dudes was Bad Dudes, like two crude dudes. I mean, I know it's not the same game, but because it's all dudes and dudes, but it's nothing to do with it, is it?
No, it's just the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to have a ninja
Not
in there
80s,
somewhere,
90s.
really.
Everything was ninjas,
80s,
isn't
90s.
Everything
Got to be a
was
ninja in
ninjas.
there. Okay, Jay, for number 3, bit of Amiga magic. What did you get?
Right. I can't think of the name of it now. It's I've written it down. I put something else, but I know it's not this answer. It's a classic game, and I cannot think of the name off the top of my head. Come on, Jay. Fuck. Hell.
Come on, Jay. Come on. You've got this, mate.
Right, I've got a total mind blank. Oh, God, come on.
Mate, to be fair...
It's 2 of them. It's 2 of them. Come on.
Right, well... Oh, no, I can't come back to
No,
you.
you can't.
can't.
It's got to be meal. That's it. Forget it. I'll give me 2 seconds. I'm going to think of it. Man, this is the worst experience of my life. I have nothing to write down.
You're going to be going back to work
Monkey
tomorrow
Island.
raging.
Monkey Island.
You go for Monkey Island.
Monkey Island 2 up.
Monkey Island 2.
Yeah.
Monkey Island 2.
Yeah.
Monkey Island 2.
That was, Monkey Island 2 I'm going to put.
Monkey Island 2 for J. Scott.
I just put Monkey Island.
Monkey Island. Dylan.
The Secret of Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge.
Chef.
Man,
I put Monkey Island too, but I didn't know the rest of it like Dylan said.
That's
but
all right.
that's
That's right. Jim.
I put the second one, but Return to Monkey Island.
Ah,
I think it was LeChuck's Revenge. But anyway, the answer is Monkey Island 2. So well done, everyone who got that.
Breast, that was.
God, I got that wrong.
Well done, though.
the next I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
but I put
Yeah.
Monkey Island, so I get it right, don't I?
No.
Well, hold on. You give Chef Dragon.
Don't start this and we last one. Don't be go controversial now.
Scott, you've got this in the bag, mate. What are you worried about?
No,
You've clearly got this next one,
take
right?
it. I
You're
can
fine.
take it. Don't worry. I'll put
The next one I've got, this number 4. I'm telling you now, if this is wrong, I'm driving to Skegness or wherever.
Hold on. What are we up to here? We're up to
Let him
number 4.
go on to number 4 then.
Scott, this is you, number 4. What did you get for number 4 for the Sega Master System game?
I guessed because I weren't sure. I just put Gauntlet.
Gauntlet. Dylan.
I guess for this one, I just put Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons, class game. Chef.
Fantasy Spa.
Fantasy Star. Jim.
Of course, fuck's sake.
Well,
I believe
there
it.
somewhere.
You know, I'm quite happy
Fantasy
to believe
Star.
it.
There you
Of
go.
course it is. Oh,
If we're going to cheat on a game that's just for fun, then give it
Fantasy Star.
Fantasy Star. It was
Everyone's
Fantasy
like this.
Star.
Look. Everyone's like this. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well, we
Fantasy
want a snake
Star
on a
was the
time
correct
delay
answer.
so he can work his answers.
I'm well pissed off. I got that wrong. I just put Gauntlet because I panicked.
Scott, I'll tell you why I thought you were going to get it. Because obviously, when your last game for your Mega Drive wall was Fantasy Stuff, so I thought you might have got it.
Yeah.
But you
I
know,
nearly
it's
went
anyway.
Wonder Boy 4, but
Well, I'm glad it's just testing you guys. I'm glad I'm testing you. That's what I'm here for. That's my job. Number 5, Dylan. We're going with you on this one, mate. What did you get for number 5?
Streets of Rage 2.
Streets of Rage 2. Chef.
Streets of Rage 2.
Streets of Rage 2. Jim.
same.
2. Jay.
Same. Streets of Rage 2.
Scott.
The greatest game ever made. 16-bit game ever made. Streets Rage 2.
Ooh.
Oh, well, it's controversial thing to say, but it was Streets of Rage 2. The thing is with
I
that,
wouldn't say it's controversial.
oh, would you not?
No, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, does
The next game
class is a 16-bit game? I mean, I'm joking. That is a good question, though. What is your favourite 16-bit game across all platforms?
I think the best way to
Street
think
Rage.
about it is go back to what's the one 16-bit game you play the most again and again and
Championship
again.
Manager.
Streets of Rage 2. That's
But
what it
do
is.
you know what I always found interesting? The reason why I thought it was one of my favourite games is how different number 1 and number 2 are. Number 1 is really good, but number 2 is even better because it's a bit. Because it's like you want to say it's like Street Fighter in terms of you got a few extra special powers, but number 1 is still awesome. But number 2 I thought was pinnacle. Number 3 was a waste of time.
I think, it's hard to disagree. It's hard to disagree.
The Amiga games don't count.
No, that don't count.
Well, it depends. If you played it on your Amiga 1200, then it doesn't.
Gun.
But if you played it on your 500,
Although Gunstar Hero's a little
The
bit.
thing
further
is
up.
not everyone likes football, but with Streets Rage 2,
True.
my daughter will sit and play that with me. Everyone likes a beat 'em up, don't they? Side scroller.
Yeah.
I love number 4
You can
on the
still
Switch.
play that game so well today.
Jim, I think it was you that told me to get number 4 on the Switch when I said I was getting
Yeah,
the Switch.
number
You
4
were
is
like,
wicked.
Oh, that's
Right,
great.
Rage
Great
4.
game.
My
I did.
lockdown game of choice, though.
But the next game, Paul, number 6, that's probably one of my. Well, I'm sure I've got it right. It's one of my favourite games.
Well, you're next, Lee. So what did you get for number 6?
Super Metroid, mate.
Super Metroid. Jim.
Yep, same.
Awesome game.
Jay.
It'd have been an insult if they'd got it wrong. Super Metroid.
Scott.
Yeah, Super Metroid.
And Dylan.
Yeah, Super Metroid.
Well done, everyone. Full house.
Awesome game.
It was.
That
Super
game, along with
Metroid.
Super Castlevania 4, is the reason why we've got so many of these, retro games come back, like the styles,
Yeah.
You just have a chat about that. The thing about doing live stuff is I've just got to nip out for 2 seconds.
No worries, mate.
You're supposed to poo before you come on. How many times?
I don't need
How
it.
many?
Go on, you go. Don't
How
worry.
many times? He's gone now. He's cut short, isn't he? Just leave you all to it.
I'm still spooing over the
Can you
fantasy.
listen?
stuff.
Can you guys see the comment from OSG's? But no, Lee's got it wrong because he put Super Metroid mate. At the is he gone? So
What's side put there? Some say side-scrolling games. Oh, it's now scrolled up. I can't
Scrolled
see
up.
it now.
I haven't
How
got
do
it
we
here.
have to read the comments out when he's not even here?
Tension?
What
Some say
happened to this?
side-scrolling games are not real games, but they are idiots. Sarge and Jimmy.
So what's your favourite 16-bit game then, Scott? 16-bit
It
home
is.
console.
What on what?
Home console. So Super Nintendo. Well, Mega Drive for you, obviously. But
Yeah, no, it's Street Rage 2. I ain't joking. That game is perfection.
Jim,
No, I'd have to agree. It just needs a run.
Dylan,
That's it.
yeah.
I don't know. It's too many. It'd be a shoes mob, something like Hellfire or Tattoo Gin or something like that.
What ones have you opened though, mate? That's the question. What you opened? Go on, Jay.
I'm just trying to look at my Super Nintendo collection and try and figure out what.
Yeah, you won't see one in there. You won't see one in there.
There's plenty of them in there. You know what? I'm honestly going to stick with Streets of Rage 2. It is a classic game.
It is a great game.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
There's one game that I love. I love it to pieces, but it's hard to obtain because of the price. But I love it because it's such a good game. Is Demon Crest on the Super Nintendo?
Yeah,
Demon Crest is such a good game.
Here we go. Look.
There he is.
That game is such a good game.
Oh, it's American, that, mate. Don't count.
This is the one I bought. Well, it's still sealed. It's in there.
Oh, I thought you unsealed it then.
Yeah, I thought you opened that.
Oh,
no.
It's still in there.
No, it is a good game, that one.
Classic.
I love it because you have to go to different worlds to get different ability. It's such a good game. Such a good game.
About 6 or 7 endings to it, though.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I will have to say, though, my second favourite 16-bit game of all time
Go on.
is Super Mario World on the Super
Yeah,
Nintendo.
Mario World is one of my favourite.
That
Probably
game
no one
is
said
amazing.
like Street Fighter or anything like that. Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, but I always associate Street Fighter 2 with the arcade, really.
Yes,
The modern ones are quicker and better.
Yeah.
Fair play, Mario World. Yeah.
Mario World is a stunning game. It's an amazing game, and that's a
Didn't
game.
say
I can go
Sonic.
back to play.
Didn't say Sonic.
Sonic 2 is great, but it's not as good as Super Mario World, and I'm going to say that.
Fair play for you to say that, man.
It's a tough one for me because I didn't have a 16-bit console. I just had my Amiga. So it's hard for me to not see like Turrican or Swartz or Championship Manager or it was just a different type of gaming though, I suppose, on the Amiga.
It was, yeah.
It was. So okay, so number 7.
Question 6. Did everyone get it in it? Questions. Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Even I remembered number 7 was next. Number 7. We are on 5, 6, 7. So Jim, we're with you. Number 7. What did you get for 7?
Hero H.E.R.O.
Hero. Jay.
Definitely Hero. One of my favourite 8-bit games. Love the thing. Absolutely.
I only played it for the first time last year. Sorry to do that, Lee.
Sorry, mate.
Great game though. I love it on the 64. I've picked it up on the Specky. So I'm going to give it a blast on that. Scott?
Hero, and like what Jay just said, I said Streets of Rage is my favourite 16-bit game. Hero's my favourite 8-bit game. That game I own pretty much every conversion of it. I've even bought it on the SG-1000, and I don't own it. Yeah, and I don't even own an SG-1000. Yeah.
Brilliant.
How cool does the SG-1000 look, though?
Looks
that is
really
a cool.
cool.
Believe it or not, I think it's one of the best versions. It plays one of the best.
Well, Sega made it all different. They've changed all the graphic style. It looks very Japanese. I'm itching to play it.
Great game. It is.
I think Scott's got a fair point here. It's like comparing apples and bananas. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think that.
Yeah, fair comment.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah, Hero.
Hero. Chef.
Listen, I only know it because of you fuckers. It's Hero. I only know it because of you lot.
Have you ever played it, Chef? Have you ever?
It turns out you might actually watch our stuff.
Yeah.
No, I've got a sub to you to watch her. Hang on.
He was a classic game.
Jim, what does Hero stand for?
Oh, it's helicopter something.
Helicopter
Emergency rescue
operation.
Oh, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Let's have a little look.
I've actually got 2 copies. One's a Commodore 64, one's a Specky.
Martin's got me a copy. Well done, Martin.
Guess what? It doesn't even tell you on the box. It doesn't tell you.
I don't think it ever tells you, does it?
It might have it in the instructions.
It is helicopter emergency rescue operation, and this is the real extremely rare.
Right.
This is the Coleco version. I had to get this from a guy in Austria. It's extremely rare.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Look at that.
Class game,
Right.
absolutely class game.
Awesome stuff.
Nice.
So that was number 7. So Jay, number 8. What did
This
you
is
get
a
for number
good
8?
one. This is a
Right,
good
I
one.
got confused with this one because it's so close. I'm just going to be randomly saying Halo.
You're randomly saying Halo. Scott,
Yeah, I've put Halo as well.
Dylan,
I put Halo Combat Evolved.
Ooh.
is that Halo 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Jeff.
You tell by the gun because obviously the other character hasn't got
It's
the
holding the
Master
gun.
Chief
Yeah.
helmet on. You can
Yeah,
tell by the
yeah.
gun that it's
Yeah.
Halo.
And Jim,
Yep, it's the sight on his gun. Halo.
Yeah.
answer is Halo. I do remember the combat evolved, but
The answer's Gears of War.
I used to love Gears of War. On the
Oh,
short time
yeah.
that I did have an Xbox 360, Gears of War, oh man, that camera when it's just like behind the, you know what I mean, when you're running around just like blowing stuff away, great stuff.
Number 9.
Number 9. This is the one that I thought might catch some people out. It's funny we should come to Scott on this one. Scott, what did you get for number 9?
I've
Scott,
put,
better get this.
I've put Mortal Kombat Gold.
Okay.
Fucking
Dylan?
arsehole.
I've got it wrong. I put Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Chef?
I don't even know if that's a game, you know.
It's Mortal Kombat Gold, isn't it? He's fucking done it again, isn't he?
Jim?
Oh.
Changed my mind. I put Deception. It's not that. I put Sub-Zero, and it's definitely not that now.
No.
Sub-Zero.
Mortal
Jay?
Kombat Gold.
Mortal Kombat Gold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dreamcast.
Well done, guys. It was
Yeah,
Mortal
Dreamcast.
Kombat Gold on the Sega
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. That is right. I thought people would really struggle with that one. That's why I just lowered it down so you could see the top of the G
Yeah.
for the gold.
Good. That was
Yep.
a good one.
Well done. I thought that would. I didn't think anyone would have gotten that because as soon as
Yeah.
you see the Mortal Kombat badge,
If that
It's
weren't
like-
on the Dreamcast, I wouldn't have got it.
Yeah.
It's only on the Dreamcast, yeah?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
I think everyone else got Mortal Kombat 3. I think.
And then there was a different version of Mortal Kombat on the N64 as well.
That's right.
wasn't
Yeah.
there?
No,
Yeah.
it was Mortal Kombat Gold on there as well, but it was
Ah,
more
right.
Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah, it was the second version, Killer Instincts 2.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat 4 on the N64.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 4. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 4 is on the PlayStation as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it on
Like a
the
3D
PlayStation
one.
as well?
Yeah. You got in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. He's on the N64 and the PlayStation
Something.
1.
I was thinking of Killer Instincts because Killer Instincts on the N64 was called
Gold.
Killer Instinct Gold.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So that's the familiarity with the.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've just looked up mine, and my Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was on the Saturn.
It's on the Saturn.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Previous gen. Well, guys, I've finished off with this last piece of artwork because
Is
this
your
is my
favourite?
favorite piece of artwork. Well done, Dylan. What did you get for my favorite piece of artwork?
Escape from the Planet of Robot Monsters, is it?
Chef.
Yeah, man. I made a picture of me and you with it, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yes, you
You
did.
probably deleted it anyway, but it means a lot to me, that picture. I've actually framed it in my bathroom.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I'm going to come to Jim next.
I was going to say, don't ruin that picture I lovingly got made for him.
It's right. I'm looking at it right now. I love it. Jim, please tell me you got this right.
Yeah, same answer. Yeah.
Jay
Now,
and Scott.
Yeah. Escape from the Planet of the Robot
This is going to be
Monsters.
tight, boy.
Any excuse to get this out.
Hey, hey.
But what about the picture?
Oi, oi. Oh, this is a little bit bigger than that. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a while since I've took this down. Oh, my God.
Get 2 hands on it, Chef.
Dusting his condoms.
Here she comes. Here she comes.
wow, look at the size of that thing. That's nice, that is.
My good friend Jim had this made for me. I've no idea why he done it for me, but it's absolutely superb.
Something to do, wasn't it?
And yeah, I adore it.
awesome.
Escape from the Planet. It's my favorite artwork out of everything. It's so 1960s, like space, like invaders and like
Do you-
I don't
You know
know.
what it is, Paul? It's the
Huh?
music. It's the music as well. Dun, 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 dun,
I just love how it's like it's like a comic book, and I don't know. I adore it. I don't know.
No,
why
the problem is the artwork doesn't exist. There isn't one.
True.
It's not there. You can't find it.
So
Like
for
a
that
complete one, it
copy,
doesn't exist.
your friend he had to like use was it artistic? Oh, what's it called when they can like do stuff that doesn't exist, like artistic variation or something
It's
like that.
just talent.
So that's sorry, I forget that people have got talent.
Paul, highlight size 2 comments, please. The first, then the second.
Oh, there's no need for that, is there?
Yeah.
Just skip on.
Because Jim is a nice guy. Oh, can I just put this up? Because that's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Rach. And no matter how much he tries, no, I think Jim just tells the truth.
I never said I wasn't a nice person. I'm just a cunt with it.
Come on! Oh, we're after 10 o'clock now. I mean, yes, we're 1 past 10. We can
It's
say
not me. It's not me for once. But it was me. It was me. It's always me.
Right.
So Scott won, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff, you got 10. Jim, you got 9. Jay, you got 10. Scott, I think you got 8.
Yeah, I dropped on that one.
You got 8. So I'll just put these up quickly.
24.
We have got 10, 20.
Oh, chef, I beat you.
Yeah, you did. Well done, mate.
14, 20.
Thank you.
It was the general knowledge. I lost so many points, silly points.
Can I just say that I've had a lovely day out?
I have to thank my mum and my daddy.
Right. We do have a clear winner. In 5th place, which is in the final, still a fantastic effort from Dylan. Dylan, you've got 18 points. Well done, mate.
Well done,
That music round, I'm kicking myself that I didn't get that first one, that golden.
The music round, to be fair, mate, you're not the first, you're not the last. Trust me, when I'm a contestant in the quiz in a few months' time, I'm going to be dreading the music round. In 4th place, we have Jay. Well done, mate. You got 22 points. Congratulations, Jay.
These are close.
Woo. In
Really?
3rd place, on 24 points, we have the Retro Chef Lee.
Yep.
Well done, mate.
No worries. I've done my best.
Then, in 2nd place, on 25 points, incorrectly stating that he did beat you, Lee, in the final. It is Jim.
It's about time.
Which, of course, means that on 27 points, Scott, you've retained your title as the Retro Gamer Quiz Champion. Oh, don't go back too far. Don't go back too far. You've done it. You've retained your title on 27 points. A fantastic effort from everyone, to be fair. Scott, there'll be another T-shirt on its way to you. This time, it won't be extra large. Because I've actually seen you in real life now, and I know that's not going to work. So I'll send you a better T-shirt this year.
Well done, boys.
And that's it.
That was close. All I can say is that was really close. I thought Jim had me, if I'm being honest.
Jim was superb. I think it was the general knowledge.
1 point off me. Don't fucking make out like he's some
Yeah, but I'm still stewing over that Dragon Ninja question.
Come on,
so
third
I'm not
place.
letting you have
Calm
that
down.
point.
Guys, I just want to say, personally want to thank all of you for taking part this year. At the end of every quiz, I always say, if it wasn't for the people taking part, the quiz wouldn't exist. But not only you, everyone else in the past almost 2 years that I've been doing the quiz. It's been a big part of my channel. It's been like from where I started, it's completely different now to where it was. And I've learned a bit as well. Like as I showed the other day on the other quiz I was on. But my favorite part by far is meeting and talking to you guys.
Thanks, Paul.
I wasn't really aware of like the community and stuff like that until Lee nominated me for YouTube of the month, and then it was after then. Once I was part of a community, I was like, "Oh man, like we're missing something. Like we're missing a quiz." And I think at the time, the community was going through quite a difficult phase with people creating like a lot of fake accounts and trying to ruin Scott's time hosting YouTube of the month, you know. And well, I just hope that the quiz kind of knitted together a little bit. I did try really hard to involve everyone. And hopefully going forward, that'll continue. I really hope so. I think it's important for the community to have something like that. So now is the time where we introduce the person who's going to take over the quiz. Now, off air, we all decided between ourselves that the person who we disliked most was Jay. So Jay's got to go to work. He's got to get his head down and what have you. So he volunteered to leave us because I don't pay for StreamYard. So Jay, I just want to say again, mate, thanks for this year. I was trying to get you on for so long.
I know.
and your work and everything was counting against us, but we got there in the end. And you were on with Alex. Nintendo Arcade, who's now Arcade Archive, right? By the way, guys, if you haven't seen the Arcade Archive, please have a look at his channel and definitely consider going to what he's built with the help of the RMC Retro Man Cave, because it really is something special, and personally, I can't wait to go there. But Jay, thanks for coming on tonight, mate.
Thank you, Jay.
No problem. Listen, guys, had a fantastic time as per usual. Well done, Scott, as always. True champ, always a true champ, mate. And to you, Paul, fantastic show, mate. A brilliant quiz over the last few years. Thoroughly enjoyed being on here. Thanks for asking me on. And why don't you fix it so I could win?
Because you didn't pay me enough wine. Simple as that. I've always said, if you pay me wine, you'll win the quiz. I'm, you know, let's just be open and honest for a change.
Yeah. Right. But don't worry about it, guys. Thank you very much. I gotta go because the missus is standing right outside the door, bless her, with the dog. So I'll love you and leave you. I'll see you all later, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you this year sometime. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right, yeah. Take it easy, guys. See you later.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
Listen.
So, I think that two of you guys may have a really good idea who this is. But for me personally, I did put out onto the, into the community, did anyone want to take over the quiz? And yeah, nobody got back to me apart from one person. I did ask a few people, but I didn't want to, go around asking. If someone comes to me, it shows that I've got a bit of passion for it, which is really what it takes, because it does take a bit of time and effort to do a quiz. And yeah, this guy, he does a channel that I come across probably at the end of last year, and within the last year, we have become I think really good friends. He's a lovely guy. What can I say about his channel? He loves his homebrew. He loves his Commodore 64. He's just starting off on his Hit Squad collection. It feels like me a few years ago. He's gonna take over the quiz, and I think he's
Hippie Gaming. Oh no, sorry.
He's gonna do an amazing job.
Sorry, I got excited.
I'm gonna put his channel link in the chat now. Please go along to subscribe to his channel so that you can see me getting thrashed on the quiz. The host for next year is the Hobby Lord.
Hey, everybody.
Dirty geezer. Oh no, sorry.
Take it away, Martin. Thank you for coming on, mate.
That's all right. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you very much for entrusting me with your quiz, because I've got some big boots to fill, and I'm very nervous about it, very worried about it, but I promise to give it everything I've got and try and do as good a job as you, mate, because you've smashed it, and it feels a shame for it to go away. So that's why I want to pick it up and make sure it stays within the community, tries to bring everyone together. It's just a great laugh. So hopefully, I can not balls it up.
You will. You're going to do a great job, mate. Honestly, I've got every confidence. We've spoke a lot about it, you know. And Alex, you Star Gamers just said that I need to be on the first one, and I would love to be on the first one.
Yes, mate. Yeah. I'm hopeful that everyone wants to jump in. For me, if I could ask of anything, it's I will need some help, right? And by that, I really need help with people wanting to come on the show and give it a chance. It's not going to be the same. You know, maybe we'll play with things a little bit. Maybe we'll try some new things. Maybe we'll do some stuff. But I just ask for everyone to give it a chance, give it a go, get involved, and that'd be the best you could do. That'd be amazing. And I will promise. I promise to give it the love and attention it needs. I promise.
Well, mate, I mean, from when I first started, the quiz has evolved into a very different thing to what it is like now from when it first started. And I just want to pass on all my knowledge to you. We're definitely going to have to do a bit of StreamYard, you know, talking about stuff, and I can show you, you know, how I do it. But to be fair, mate, I think we both know that like when it comes to tech, you're a bit more switched on than me. So, like, I don't know. I've got a good feeling. I really have. And as I said before, I love your channel. I love the content. I love where you're heading, the collecting, the Commodore 64, the Amiga stuff. I literally couldn't think of a better person to host it.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. Yeah, and I promise there will be more questions in it than just based on Commodore stuff. I will try and spread the love around other systems. There might even be some Spectrum stuff. Who knows? It might be crazy, you know.
No, you never know. You never know. But so yeah, that's our host for this year. It's going to be Martin the Hobby Lodge. Now, let me just quickly.
That's a nice comment from OSG.
Hold on.
Brilliant.
I will bring it up in a sec. I'm just on a different screen while I copy and paste this. Oh Jesus, I hate this Mac sometimes. You know, like having to press a button because you've only got one bloody button. Anyone who's got the magic mouse will understand what I'm talking about. But here's the link. Please go along to Martin's channel and give him a subscription. Give him a sub so that you don't miss the quiz next year.
This year.
I know.
Yeah,
yes, sorry, I know. I keep forgetting it. I'm going to be back in 2022 for at least the next 3 months.
I will put a video out of kind of how I'm going to plan to run it, but just in general for people that are here, the likelihood is it's going to be every other month. I think, like as Paul said, it's quite difficult to put these together, right? One to get the people together and one to get the actual quiz together. So I'd love to try and do it sort of every other month. So that's 6 quizzes a year, with an end of year quiz. So a bit like you've done for this one, right? With a big one at the end. So I think that will be realistic. I don't want to push. I don't want to say I'll be doing it every month, because I think reality is months come around pretty damn fast, and I don't want to like not do it justice. Therefore, I think if we do that, then I can play with the format a bit. And if we find I can do more, then I'll do more. But I think for the moment, that sort of sets at a nice pace to get it in there. Do 6 quizzes a year with a grand finale at the end of the year. That's the current plan of things. But I will stick something up on the channel so that people can sort of, you know, notify them, do the usual things, schedule it so people know it. But I will be reaching out to people to obviously get contestants and putting the format together and things like that. But yeah, lots of news to come on this basically.
And also, I mean, there is a Facebook group. I think we've got like 60 or 70 different YouTubers who's on there. So if it's okay with you, I'll be making like you an admin, and I mean, like I'll kind of just like step back and out of that. And if you're happy to run that, there's a lot of people who've applied through that.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it. Now, Martin did make a video because, basically, Martin does normally on a Monday something called Monday Night
Can't believe
Retro.
it.
And I know, and Asley,
Can't
you
fucking
know,
believe
he had his phone call with you, and I was being a bit of a cunt by
Can't believe
organising
it.
it tonight.
Will.
But the video, it's a little bit of I made an outro, and I've incorporated this video into that, and I think
Nice.
you can tell by Martin's comedy, he's similar, but he's got a different sort of sense of humor to me. So it will be a little bit different, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the quiz. I haven't cried. I do feel a little bit emotional, but
Thank you, Paul. Thank you,
thanks
Yeah,
mate.
you're a legend, mate.
Thanks for
It's
everything.
been
Paul,
great.
you have done a fantastic job,
Cheers,
mate,
Paul.
over the last few years. I know how much hard work you've had to put into the quiz. With finding all the questions, putting together all them videos, the music, the pixelated picture rounds. I know how much work goes behind the scenes to put these together. So
Yeah, it's been tough at times.
congratulations to you, Paul, mate. You've done fantastic.
But I've said this for probably about the last month now. I think an important part of the quiz or hosting the quiz is being impartial, which I think Martin is. You've got to. Nah, seriously, you've got to be able to step back, and no matter what's going on in the community, you've just got to like put that to one side. And it's just at the end of the day, it's just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting for people to play along with at home. But now that's over, so I feel like I've had my reins like broken, unleashed. I feel like I'm a free man. So now I can slag everyone off as much as I want.
I was laughing at 8-bit Racist comment. It's fucking gold.
Hold on.
I was laughing.
Where we're saying, is it this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought that was quality. Sorry, I wasn't laughing at what you said, mate. I thought that was quality.
Good old Eldorado. But right, hopefully I'll be able to speak to you lads off air. But that's it. That is the 2022 quiz over and done with. Martin, good luck with the quiz in 2023. Remember what I said about the answers for when I'm on. Keep that in mind.
I got you back. Don't worry, I got you back.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is where we do them funny waves, and I'll see you until next time. Goodbye.
Well, it won't be. There's no next time.
There won't be. You're right.
There will be.
Because if you watch the video, I'm retiring to a beach in Hawaii, just like they did on The Running Man.
Oh, God.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hobby Lodge. Oh my goodness, what a quiz. I can't believe insert name won. Oh crikey, some of those questions are crazy. What about that music round, eh? Who would have thought that insert game would have had such a great soundtrack? I'm only messing with you. Look, I just wanted to come on and say hello, and yes, I will be taking over the quiz in 2023. My goodness, have I got some big boots to fill, but I thought it would be a crying shame if the quiz didn't get to continue. I think Paul RetroB8 has done an amazing job with the quiz ever since I've been able to watch it. I know it's been going on a lot longer as well. I've enjoyed every single episode of it. I've loved seeing all the tubers on there getting involved, and yeah, I think it would be a terrible shame to see it go. So look, I'm going to have a crack at it. I'm no Paul RetroB8. You know, I can't down pints of wine or have an amazing ability at remembering the number 7. But I'm going to try my best to run the quiz and do it justice for you guys. And I'd love everyone to be involved. I'd love you all to take part, obviously, in the quiz. I loved how it's brought the community together and given everyone an opportunity to just be involved in something and have a bit of banter with everybody, and obviously test everyone's retro knowledge. But if you've got ideas about what could potentially be in the quiz, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to be involved with the quiz, obviously, and just please, give me a chance. Let's try and support it. Give it a chance. I'd hate to see it go, and I'm going to do my best to do the best I can with it. Format, it is likely to be every other month. I was thinking about doing it monthly, but I think, let's be honest, we've all got very busy lives, and trying to do our own channels and our own work and our own families, it feels like every other month is a pretty good cadence to do it. So that means there will be 6 quizzes a year with a final, and that final happening around sort of this time, Christmas, New Year. I think would be a really great time to do the end of year. But yeah, just thought I'd come on, say hello. and hopefully you'll support the quiz in 2023, and I'd love to see you there. All right, thanks a lot. Bye bye.